Won this fight absolutely and 100%.
Lomachenko, you won that fight.
Yeah, thank you.
You won that fight.
All right, what's up, y'all? So yeah, man, I just saw this. Well, I think it's one of the first interviews with Loma after the Devin Haney fight. And you know what, man? He looked like he was in good spirits, man. I'm glad to see him like that. He was talking about the fight and he was saying that he knows that he won and everything. So, man, that's what's up. It's good to see him not too affected by that bullshit decision of that fight, and that he said he's been getting support from all the fans. Everywhere he goes, everybody telling him that he won the fight and everything. I'm glad that the fans are letting him know how they feel, and actually giving him the credit that he deserves. He didn't get the credit at the fight, or on paper or whatever, but I'm glad that the fans are letting him know that they stand behind him and that they think it was a bullshit decision. But they were asking him a lot of questions about a rematch and all that stuff, and I kept hearing everywhere that everybody was saying that Loma didn't want the rematch and this and that, but it seems like Loma does want a rematch, and why not, man? Like, doesn't it make sense? Like a fight that was that close and controversial and all that shit. Back in the day, it would have been no problem. A rematch would have got made quick. But now I don't see what the problem is. Bill Haney came out and said that there's not going to be no rematch because the fight wasn't even close, man. I mean, if that isn't one of the biggest excuses ever, I don't know what is. Yeah, I would like to see the rematch, and I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see this rematch. When there's controversy like this, why wouldn't you guys make a part two? It's gonna. I heard the first fight didn't do too good, man. It flopped and shit. But you best believe that Haney and Lomachenko part two, man. After everything that happened, that shit is gonna sell, man. So I don't really see what the big problem is, unless if they saw something in that fight to where they were like, yeah, you know what, let's not get in there with this guy again, and maybe, you never know, maybe at the end of that fight, in one of the later rounds, Devin, he looked confused, he was talking to his dad, like saying like, hey man, this guy knows what I'm doing and everything. So maybe they learned in that fight that they weren't as good as they think they were, but at the end of the day, man, every man's got to look himself in the mirror and be honest with himself, Like, I know somebody like me, I couldn't live with that. I would go for the rematch quick. If people were doubting me, like saying like, oh, you lost and this and that, I would have went back. Why not, man? This is about proving it to yourself, like not even proving it to the people. And like I said, man, looking at yourself in the mirror and being happy with who's looking back at you. And I know Devin has to have some kind of doubts, man, like, at the back of his mind, I know this shit is haunting him, man. Especially, he's not going to find no peace. Everywhere he goes, I'm pretty sure he's going to get some shit for this. He might have got the win on paper, but in my eyes, he lost a lot of credit due to this fight. So why not go back and give the rematch and try to prove it, man? Prove it to yourself and prove it to everybody that you could win, But not everybody's built the same. So at the end of the day, I guess, I don't know, man. He's got to be real with himself and just... Or there's a lot of people nowadays that they can't even be real with themselves. They just go through life faking it and just and I guess that's like kind of like a new normal nowadays. So, but I mean, I'm old school and shit, so I'm glad I was raised in a good era where these things matter, But yeah, man, I'm glad to see Lomachenko. He's doing good. He looks like he's happy and shit. Like he's content with himself and everything, as he should be, man. And I'm glad that all the fans are supporting him and giving him props for that performance that he put on, because it was a hell of a performance. Shout out to Loma, and hopefully, by some miracle we get to see this rematch. I would like to see it, But yeah, that's all, man. I'll be on to the next one, guys. I'm out.